Quickly.
Coffee, I'll be right back.
Excuse me. Excuse me. You're listening to WRFB, Radio Free Britannia. Ain't no other freaking better place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch with no other than the dynamic duo of Laz and Jack.
And greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
That's right. Bringing you our own brand of news right here inside Shroud Avatar 5 days a week for your viewing and listening pleasure. Welcome to today's show. For the record, it is Wednesday, June 28th, 2017. We are one day out from release 43. Everybody's anticipating that. Of course, our own Lord British Richard Garriott is in Barcelona right now. And
Star was there 2 weeks ago.
Yes,
Richard had to go.
Yeah, Star was on vacation 2 weeks ago in Barcelona. A little bit of difference.
I think 3 days at a gaming conference in Barcelona is a mini vacation.
Well, you've seen Richard travel, and you know he travels quick and light, so he's just on the move, this guy. One of those things I've always loved when I saw him was, he traveled light, he traveled easy, and, boom, boom, boom. I mean, it's just like, okay, gotta be in New York this afternoon, picks up the suitcase, rolls out with it, heads to the airport, gets on a plane.
Well, the fun part about that, I mean, since he does have the home in New York and the cabin in Texas, I mean, it really becomes one where, know what? I don't have. I just have to carry my laptop with me. So.
Yeah, it's like, for him, it's like just, traveling between home and work, I mean, if you would go into the office 5 miles away, you just pick up your stuff and go. That's how he travels. Yeah. But this is now the beginning of a couple of things now, a couple conventions coming up, and that's in the news today, in the updates section of the Shroud of the Avatar website.
What, the Game Lab Barcelona? That's
the one, yes.
And then are you talking about the upcoming Comic-Con panel?
Of course. We got that. They're hyping this up a bit because these guys are going to start getting out there and beating down the cons and doing the public appearances and doing promos, I'm guessing, talking about the game coming into, hopefully final release here shortly. But yes.
Don't forget, July is supposed to be the demarcation line for story complete.
Correct.
So the storyline should be playable from start to finish.
By the end of next month is what they're projecting.
If we pay attention to this stand-up corner and somewhere where they talked about the Shroud of the Avatar.
But is it polished?
I can't talk about that one. That one's Dev Plus.
Can't do that.
Yeah, can't talk about that one. But with the story completion, and then from there, it's just a little bit of finishing off game mechanics in preparation for official launch. So the closer we get to official launch, the better. And that doesn't even mean that all of the scenes have to be uncloned, because you know what? Yeah, and that's an ongoing process. And as they update graphics throughout everything, it's like,
now,
I don't care if all the
that's
scenes are
something
uncloned or
again
not.
that has come up every once in a while, and doesn't get addressed quite often enough, in my opinion. A lot of people go, when is the game going to be finished? When is the game going to be feature complete? And the one thing that they don't understand is that this is going to be continued feature intensive. They're going to continue to add stuff. They're going to add new features as they go over the course of the 5 episodes. So technically, it's never going to be feature complete. I mean,
that's like asking when is WoW going to be feature complete, because they keep on releasing new expansions.
That just blew my mind.
If all goes well and all 5 episodes and all that go according to plan, I don't see why the new worlds and new exploration and new maps can't open up eventually, because we do know that we have a solar system here. We know we have different ways that the universe works in this world. So I don't see us just sticking to one planetary world if things go according to plan. I think we may be able to actually get space travel somewhere along the line to one of these games.
I think that's wishful thinking at this point.
Richard's been trying to do that for a long time. He did it in one of the earlier games. He did it in the
Ultima 2.
Ultima 6, yeah.
But,
Ultima 2, yeah.
To be able to go from one world of gameplay into another world via a moon gate,
Well,
the possibilities.
That's a TV show called Stargate.
Yeah.
Or a movie called Stargate.
Yeah, well.
Let's talk about
I love the Stargate universe.
Cheesy water animations.
Hey, that was awesome water animation. What are you talking about?
Actually, it was pretty cool. I got to admit, the ingenuity behind that was pretty cool, but that's another topic.
I mean, it's kind of like the water animation for Star Trek, and the teleporter was take a glass of water, put some glitter in it, and then swirl it around.
Hey,
that was the teleporter in Star Trek.
Yeah, it worked.
No, movie secrets. Movie secrets.
Okay. No spoilers.
Yeah.
For 40-year-old episodes.
You ready for fun stuff?
Ready for fun stuff? Sure, Jack. What do we got on hand today?
Well, we do have the stand-up corner from Taco Tuesday. And today is Hump Day, Wacky Wednesday. So don't forget, stand-up corners where the devs say, hey, I worked on this yesterday, I'm working on this today. Something random gets written down, eventually gets posted to the forums, and then we get to interpret it. So we might be interpreting things that happened several days ago in the Portalarium offices.
Yeah,
but you know what? That's more up-to-date than most people. And definitely more up-to-date than 99.999% of game development companies. So over in the art department, you had Bob the Builder.
That's Bunny Bob.
Working on piano updates and the Viking walls. Because they're trying to put the stakes together. Trying to stake it. Staking it out. It's a stakeout.
Wait for it.
Fletcher? Oops. Working on item updates and screenshot support. Once again, you too will be able to take screenshots and make them look better.
I don't know how much more support you can get. I just got to hit a key and you can hear the little camera shutter go behind me.
I think there may be some issues with some of it. I've taken some screenshots. They're highly oversaturated in some cases. They've got like light spots in them. It's weird.
I just love the fact that It's like, you know what? When you're playing around with the difference between the live client and the Steam client, the button for the screenshot is different. Is it F11 or is it F12? F11 or F12?
Yep.
Depending on the client that you're using.
Try both.
Then Kevin
Wells.
he's discovered some bugs.
Bug.
I wonder if those bugs are all over Arabella's face.
Ugh.
I mean, he did spend a long time touching up her face, and he may have introduced some.
Well, they
some
showed
unwanted,
that transformation in the Friday update, so you can actually go see the before and after. Good stuff out there, that's for sure.
Yeah, we can always go look at the Sketchfab of it as well, so that way we can get some up close and personal pics of Arabella.
You know, that one didn't come through the mail. I didn't see that one.
Ah.
Well, I mean, it's not like I don't know where to go find it.
Then we have Gix Vargash,
Very
the
fun.
almighty Matt.
Letting the dog in. Sorry, he let the air out of Matt.
He's saying death to all avatars and sitting pets and sitting bugs.
Bug.
Reed.
Dogs out.
You know what he was working on? Bugs.
Bug.
Over in design. Beezus.
The bees.
Working on recipes and merchants. Seawolf.
Seawolf.
He's discovered some bugs.
Bug.
And he's trying to take his sword and whack it into the waterfall to cull it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I know
I
exactly
know.
what he's working on. I saw that.
And visual effects culling. Damien. Working on Blood River outskirts bugs.
Bug.
And general bugs.
Bug. The general's got bugs now?
Yeah, it does. I mean, I don't know why they would have general bugs, but yeah, they're working on them. And Dan the Man.
Dan the Man, Brennan.
Working on general player town updates and bugs.
Bug.
And he's working as the in-office editor for the Release 43 post.
Review.
It's like, are we really putting that in game? No way. Sweet. Sanyo working on siege quests and bugs
Bug.
and keyword updates and player instructions. No,
Hey,
I want you
this
to
is
read
the
every
way
single word, Laz.
You do this.
Every single word of dialogue.
This is the way you
are
do
supposed
this.
to read, Laz.
What? Huh?
What?
Exactly.
Hey, don't talk to me. Talk to the guy who doesn't know what we just said 30 seconds ago. What did we just say, Zip?
Do that.
He's got an excuse. I mean, he's older than dirt.
I was drinking coffee.
What? Huh?
I'm scooping the fresh water out of the outhouse.
Hey,
Sorcerer.
what do you say?
Working on the bugs.
Bug.
Energy Vortex himself. List Rostov. Also crushing the bugs.
Bug.
Over in tech, we had Bobby.
Damn it, Bobby. What did you do?
Damn it,
bringing
Bobby.
them bugs
Bugs.
in the house?
Bugs.
Bug.
Errors. Working on Linux updates and trying to investigate crashes. See what really happened. There was a crash outside their office, and so he was going out there and measuring the skid marks and trying to find out the exact velocity of the impact and everything else. And it has nothing to do with Unity whatsoever.
It was in the back.
Or he was trying to put that into Unity so that way you can become an investigative reporter. I don't know.
Don't know.
I just interpret. Wizard smoke. It's Puff Puff passing along the bugs.
Bug.
and the Release 43 post review, and rent support.
Rent support. I'm
Yeah.
still not getting child support. I need rent support.
Don't forget, tomorrow's conversation is going to be
Eagle.
hilarious.
Land Cricket, thank you very much for the donation. Much appreciated. One of our best supporters out there.
That's not the puppies I want to see.
Yeah, well, you know,
Hey, and don't forget, you can always cheer on my channel, too.
gonna say, you know, the pugs are cute and friendly. I mean, you can't say that wasn't enjoyable. Now, come on, even you have.
That's enjoyable.
Deathbringer one and only. He's working on bugs.
Bug,
Burning Toad.
the burn,
Working on bugs.
bug, and the burns.
Tassel working
The
on-
other Burns' wife's in some kind of wonder over there. It looks like.
Not really. You'll find out that there's something there. Tasselo, working on data migrations and localizations.
Localization.
Yes. Over in the useless overhead department, we have NFG Andrea working on forums and Blood River Outskirts smoke test.
Smoke test? They didn't ask
Yep.
us to sign up?
Nope. Well, not me. Definitely, they didn't ask you.
Yeah.
You would have been all over it.
Well, me.
And the
Seth,
documentation
you know,
review.
Yeah.
A few dozen other people, yeah.
Pass that shit out, man.
A handful of other close friends.
Handful
You
of other friends.
You gotta
yeah.
do that. Somebody has
Yeah.
to do
Somebody's got to
The
do
Dippy
it.
Bird.
Everybody's heard about the bird.
Working on performance and the leads meeting and lockdown direction.
Really?
Okay, when we lock down the office, I want everybody to hide in front of the glass door.
Okay.
He's
He's directing the
strict.
lockdown. Isn't he a little late
He's-
on lockdown direction?
Well, you know what? If we ever read Chris's notes from yesterday, then we'll discover what actually happened there.
Okay.
Then Gorn,
Go on.
working on the general business.
Business. Working on that business.
Yeah. And Airy Fun followed me too. Yay!
Hey,
Eric.
someone's giving you some Doritos.
What, Doritos? Depends on what kind.
The triangle kind.
Doritos. I'm hungry too. Damn it.
Or is that a
Need to go eat
nacho
now.
chip? I don't know. Whatever you want to call it.
Oh no, that is the Doritos chip. Where was I at? Barrick. He's got the granola at his desk, and the community, and reports, and Seed Invest support, and add-on updates.
Woohoo.
Then Hutch
Some
is
good
deciding
eggs.
that, hey, we're going to go to the leads meeting and triage some Jira and work on Seed Invest support. While the Attenwood was sanity testing and forums and regression tests and writing down all the different known issues.
He was documenting all those illegal notices.
Yeah. Well, issue number one for us is 15 meters. Then
Okay.
Lord British.
No comment.
Hey, yeah, I'm going to bug report it and release 43 when it goes live. Lord British leads meeting and travel and press and general business.
Business.
Yeah. Chaos is working on some Jira updates and final client offers and bugs and office administration.
Thank
Seriously.
you. Airy Fun TV.
Yeah. Reliving her glory days of being a TV star.
Puppies.
Working on forums and regression and shipping tracking. Then,
What?
last but not least,
no
the Dark Star.
wonderful customer service today.
Not today. No customer service yesterday.
Oh,
And
man.
Yeah, in a dress.
I'm disappointed.
I know.
I love
Dark
it
Star
when she's
was
giving
working
wonderful
on.
customer service.
Well, don't we all? Working on the Release 43 post and press and leads meeting and travel and promotions. And that's what our dev said they were working on yesterday.
Yes, Bug City.
Well, that is always the case right before a release, and that is something that we always know is going to happen immediately before and after a release.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, you guys have probably noticed out there in the world that summertime has hit. There's a release lull going on as everybody's anticipating a lot of these anticipated changes. Chris has been working on getting load times, all sorts of stuff taken care of. Some big surprises coming out there on some of the changes that have been made. I mean, good from what I'm seeing and what I've read so far. And I like what they did with some of the storytelling. So that's all I'm going to say at this point.
No comment, Dev Plus.
Yes, no comment. Not
Dev Plus.
not unless there was an update in the last minute or two, which we should
Nope.
actively check for.
What do you think of the window on the right, man?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
I
of
got a
course,
question for you.
Jack and I are always trolling on the Wednesday before release. I usually ask Star whether we're going to see the release notes before noon. Sometimes he goes, yep. Other times he goes, don't know it. And other times he goes, ain't going to happen, dude. So just coming back from his vacation.
He just completely ignores you.
Yep. But no announcement as of yet.
I mean, he's not even on the forums right now, so...
No.
Yeah.
But who did we say was working on that in QA in stand-up yesterday?
Couldn't tell you.
That was Dan the man.
Yep. But we do have an update from
We
from
do have an update
Chris.
from the Dippy Bird. That's right.
I mean, his daily work log, he does say that he's fixing bugs and fixing performance, and the gold candidate is in the bag as of last night, and today he's working to improve it a bit more. And then after that, Brittany Estates residents should see a performance bump now, and lots of issues remain there, but he thinks he made a good dent in the insanity.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Now, of course, Chris has been going around. I've been, again, checking out the Dev Plus server, and you can see where these guys are working because a lot of times they're not hidden in a developer hidden mode. They're actively doing this on the server, going out, and you can see where they are and what they're up to. And again, I saw him working on Airy the other day, so I'm looking forward to seeing what he did there. He mentioned that yesterday, and of course, what he's done out here and all these scenes.
Well, last night I did log on to the QA server again, and I did see the Attenwood playing around, but he was in the developer hub.
Okay. He was up in the hub messing around.
Messing with something.
Messing around.
Yeah. Doing weird things.
I don't know, Spiff. Who's working on the light spell? I didn't see anybody. I didn't see any mention of anybody working on the light spell.
What's that about?
Nope.
What's wrong
No
with
news
lights?
issue.
Well,
What's wrong?
again, I've never been a fan. And if you've been following, or if you ever used the light spell, you know that they've changed it up several times over a few releases. They changed it to this little bubbly thing that everybody complained about, so they changed it back to the original, and then they changed something else, and then they modified it, and now we've got this.
How would you fix the light spell, Laz?
It's a streamer's nightmare. That's what you're talking about.
No,
Rest
it's
of
not.
us.
The light spell, a circle of light.
Where would the circular light be?
Magic.
Between your legs. Where do you think?
The sorcerer takes and sprinkles his reagents around in a circle, and that circle's illuminated around him. And it's not a visible circle. It's just like the cloak,
stationary?
just like the helmet. It emits light magically around that radius, like a cloak or like a helmet does. I don't understand why they just don't.
So
do it like that.
your circle of light is completely stationary.
No, it's around you.
It's an aura. Dora.
So you want it to be a big circle of light around you.
A virtue cloak.
Actually, it should just illuminate your chest.
Again, you're not following. You know what light looks like when somebody's wearing a cloak? Well, put that in magic. Where is the light coming from around you if the cloak's on your back?
So essentially what you're saying is you want your body to be the light source with the point of origin.
If that's what it is, if I've got to touch myself
that's all it is.
to be the light source, that's all it should be. I shouldn't have this glowing ball above my head. Sexy killing me today. But Led Zepp's loving.
At least we're gonna get 50% more zoom out.
It's the follow, unfollow, follow, unfollow. It's like he did it on my screen to watch
these are all new follows.
Yeah.
And don't mention that because I don't think that's been publicly released yet. I don't know if anybody heard that yet, but
Can't you talk about it?
It's all good.
Yeah, it's like Christmas. Nothing.
But
Gix is making me do it.
Gix is making you do what?
The boobs, man, the boobs.
Oh, well. Gix made me do it.
Well, I
But
found
yeah,
one of those.
It's not ever supposed to update other than once a day as far
Now,
as like shouldn't say
I
that.
know. I mean, again, I'm going to go back to Ultima, where Night Sight or whatever it was just made it like daylight. Not asking for that. Basically just like the cloak.
I'm asking for that. I want that now.
No. I really dig the fact that night is night here. If you don't have a light source walking in the woods, I'm sorry. At nighttime in the woods, you're not going to see a bear 20 feet away that's black in the darkness. No, that doesn't work.
That's why you need owl sight and eagle sight for like.
We have the night sight skill, which works really nice for night sight.
You like green. You like green.
Freaking headaches.
Well, hey,
That's
nobody
because
says
they
you have
went
to
with
use
the
it, Spiff.
night vision goggles look for night sight.
That's exactly what it is.
I mean, would you prefer that they went with like some sort of infrared vision where everything's black and white? I mean, how would you like them to do
I
night
can't
sight?
explain it any simpler than I just did. Take the effect of a cloak or a helmet and make it upon the caster. When you cast light, it emits that circle of light. Why do you need that stupid ball hanging around your head?
I get what you mean, Les.
Yeah.
It's
We
like
were talking about night sight. We changed topics.
No, I didn't change topics.
You didn't change
I'm
topics.
still on the original topic.
Spiffed.
Well, Spiff wants daylight. He wants this at nighttime. He wants to be able to cast a spell, and it always looks like this. I know that's what Spiff wants. I'm not asking for that. But I mean,
there's an
look
easy
at, look
way
at
to
Blood
do
Omen
that.
there. I mean, Blood Omen is sitting there, and he's got this ball just sitting up there. I mean,
there's an easy way for Spiff to do that. He
It's,
just needs to start working at Portalarium, get on the GM client, and set the time of day as
that's
noon.
right. Yeah.
That is all he has to do. It's relatively simple.
Yeah.
And then we have someone
Let
doing
there
the golden
be light.
showers. I
I don't know. Does that work as a light source, Sip?
It does.
Only if you drink a lot of, like Mountain Dew beforehand, it's kind of the screen glowy thing.
You've got the Mountain Dew glow light.
Radioactive, yeah.
But no, Spiff's not a fan of the new light, of course. I've never been a fan of the ball over the head. Yeah. And again, we know that there's a bug with the cloaks. This whole release, all the cloaks and all the other light sources have been bugged. So we're waiting.
I say
on
we
that
get rid of the
fix.
balls, the light spell altogether, and just simply make it a you got to carry a torch. either a torch in your hand, which would make more sense.
What? Can't carry a torch. I got a bow.
You can't use a bow. You can't use a two-handed sword.
Yeah, check. I understand that, and that's exactly what I'm saying is, well, I don't understand why they went with the ball of light to begin with, when the tech was already there with the cloaks. Yeah,
you're summoning a familiar that's the light, and it's kind of like it's an extension of
you want to
the
reduce
movies.
lag? Get rid of 3,000 people running around with that stupid ball over their head. Simple, okay? Is that rocket science, my friend?
I fucking hate it too, dude. I'm with you on this.
Wait. You're saying get rid of lag, and that's your solution is just the light spell? You know there are so many other issues related that are causing a crap ton of lag. It's just like, okay, you want to get rid of lag, also get rid of all the animations from everybody. Everybody should just T-pose everywhere. And just because that takes less rendering time. You know what? All animations need to be ceased.
I was real happy with the old Circle of Fire. Even then I thought that was too much. But the new one, man, that thing blinds me. I love it. It's nice, but
Wait, get out of there. What are you talking about?
Well,
I'm going to hope eventually there's some options where we can not have all these animations so that It doesn't
have a very stripped down version of the game.
I mean, that's a beautiful graphic. I've got nothing to say about how great the work that was done. Okay, but you know what? When I'm fighting, that fire is the first thing in my face, and I can't even see my mouse pointer in it half the time.
Well, you can't see your mouse pointer half the time, anyways.
Well,
you're pulling out your glasses. It's like, where did that go?
I had that problem.
And I know I'm not the only one who has a problem losing my mouse pointer in a lot of these flame effects. I know I'm not the only one who has that problem.
Yep, it's like, how am I going to press my icon with a mouse pointer? Where is it?
I'm generally not looking for my mouse pointer while I'm playing around with fire.
Well, what are you doing when you're playing with fire?
He's crafting. That's what he's doing. Milling.
I'm more like looking at my combat deck and hitting buttons on my keyboard.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm trying to do that, but usually that flame effect is really blowing out the little icons down there.
Now he's saying use your keyboard.
Don't even get me started. He knows better.
Some of us don't like to use our keyboards.
Anyway.
You're
never going to make Laz happy.
Yeah.
Laz wants a black and white game.
I'd like an option.
Options are nice.
No.
I don't like that.
Black and
No,
white.
again, that's just one of them little things that, again, Spiff was tossing in chat. What about the light spell? And again, one of them little tiny things. Just personal opinion, but I got Spiffco behind me. And again, I can't be the only one who thinks. Again, we had somebody else in here who has the same feeling. Who is that? That was Sheck, right?
Dollar Chic 80. Yeah.
Is
the Chic 80 black and white site would be called 50 site.
Oh yeah.
Hindsight.
I'm like Eagle site, Cat site, but
Hindsight.
Yeah, now we got the cat ring. We know we've got. Why can't we have a cat site? Type thing. I mean, all sorts. And again, we're getting a little ahead of this as well. Remember, a lot of the things that we need to get this thing to release is to just get all the original Kickstarter stuff and get everything viable so that it's a full story, fully playable, and done. After that, they can go crazy with whatever they want to add on as they build into the world in the next releases. And we understand that. But doesn't help to put some ideas out there for them.
In 2 years from now, you might have your custom Duke head.
Hey, well, I do believe that is one of those things that we're supposed to get going into release. Isn't that a Kickstarter promise? Don't they have to do that before?
What is it?
You know what? They can do that whenever they feel like. That's not a priority anywhere.
Do what?
The Duke heads.
The custom Duke and Lord of the Manor heads.
Oh.
See,
But they already do
most
that.
people forgot about those already. Yes.
Really?
Well,
Do you read the Dev Plus forums?
huh? Yeah, I
Like,
do.
once a month that comes up.
Well-
Where's my custom Duke head?
Yeah. And again,
Like,
is-
seriously, people, let
I
them
don't know.
do
I'll have to go back and read it. As far as I understood, that was one of the things that had to be complete before they went to release. I mean, now, and again,
If that's the case, the game will never be released.
I'm totally
Because
fine
if
with
you-
that. Yeah.
So you're totally fine with the game never being
I
released.
didn't. No, you didn't hear what I said. I'm totally fine with it after. But
Yeah.
the way I read it was everything that we got for our pledge rewards had to be accomplished before release. Is that not the way that they've been saying they're doing that?
Not really, just because they never say when they're going to do the custom heads. But all of the game mechanics from the Kickstarter campaign need to be complete.
Now, my understanding
if you
from back in the day.
Okay. No, because there's two separate issues. One is the Kickstarter campaign promises.
Right.
Okay. This is the type of game that you're funding. Then from there, this is stuff they have to do before they go live.
Right.
Then a completely separate issue is, you know what? If you want a custom head in game, you pledge this amount, and that was a completely separate pledge.
Now,
and that one does not have to be met before the game goes live.
Okay.
It's kind of otherwise we'd also have to do the entire College of Arms, because that was something that was pledged at a much lower level.
Every a lot of people have. That.
I mean, yeah, an absolute crap ton of people qualify for the College of Arms.
Now, on the
And
heads,
when you start
though,
doing that, yeah,
we were told that, of course, as the submissions came in, they had been passed to the lead artist, and the lead artist did what he did with them and put them in order, and they're sitting there. Now, we also see that
they're sitting in a queue.
We also see that the
not even
tech
on.
has been applied to a couple characters here in game already. So, I don't foresee it as not something that's possible. Anyway.
It is a lot of dev time for those custom heads. I'll tell you that much.
Again,
Because
I'm
if
just
you
going
look
on
at-
the information that we've already been given. That's all. Yeah, you can argue any point you want. The information we've been given has been given to the artist. It's been queued, and
just because
the
GNF
tech is
posted
in the
that,
game.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the tech in the game is the artist working on it one at a time, and it's
Again,
a lot of
it's
time.
there. That's all I'm saying.
Hey,
That's all I'm saying.
I feel like I'm missing some content.
You feel like you're missing what?
some combat.
Combat. What about combat?
Just some things they pledged that we haven't yet to see, but we probably will in the future when stability is addressed and they don't have to worry about it anymore.
Like?
It's Guild Wars, baby. I am so sexed up for them to make it more advanced system, you know. Maybe some rewards or something, even if it's like a body part.
Well, don't we have that already?
Yeah, but like maybe it could be something fancy because it's from Guild Wars, and you'd be like, "Yo, I fucked you."
Well, yeah, we're still waiting on some work on that. Yeah, that's got some work to be looked at as well. And again, something that I expect to be worked on after final release is Guild Wars as they are right now nobody's interested because you got to flag everybody PvP. That was a topic that came up in the forums last weekend.
Yeah, how do you test it if you don't have the player base? Like, I feel you there.
Well, that and it's. I think it would be a lot more successful with a faction-based system.
Exactly.
But yeah, I would love faction.
Well, I mean, it's like the virtue versus chaos.
Chaos versus order.
No, virtue.
Can I throw you my idea for that?
I want order. You can have virtue.
You want order?
I want order.
Oh, okay. Well, I really think that there should be 4.
I was going to say, I think
factions.
there's room for more than 2 factions. Absolutely.
Yeah, I really think there should be 4.
Yeah.
I mean, just because your order needs to go all the way to fascism, and those are going to be obsidian.
What are you talking about? Game.
Dude, did you not pay attention to Scotty's chart?
No.
Oh, it's Led Zepp we're talking about.
It's Led Zepp. Never mind.
It's a game, man. We're talking about fashion.
We're talking about we're playing wish list now.
Which is game related. I mean, but 4 different factions, and then so each of them are different angles of the actual virtue system as it is conceived of in the game, with the different extremes, and then from there it's like it becomes a lot more interesting. And then you also you can actually build up temporary alliances between factions, and then like mini civil wars and stuff like that.
I'd like to see like rewards, like you know how crafters they never gonna PvP, but they'd like to have some like sort of insight on it. Maybe if rewards per faction could be like plus proficiencies worldwide for that faction, and then the crafters can craft for their warriors, and warriors can get out there with new a little bit better stuff. And
well, there was talk at one time, and I don't remember. Maybe Jack my memory serves right. It was just something that was an idea, which was that eventually crafters would actually be able to build tables, and then depending on that crafter's true ability, whatever die rolls, whatever, we would eventually be able to get crafting tables better than the ones that are available now.
Oh, yeah, that was the plan. I don't think it's been looked at or is on. It's anywhere near the top of the queue.
It's in the wish list.
So
yes.
Yeah, it's in the wish list. All kinds of things are in the wish list that I don't know if they will ever get to at any point in time in release 1.
And again,
because remember, everything in game was supposed to be craftable. Everything.
And they're working on that.
The general player base is opposed to PvP.
What's that?
I said the general player base does not like PvP.
Well, that's your opinion. Is for the PvP player base out there, you should go look at what they've got to say about it. They want more PvP, so
generally accurate.
Okay, you're always going to end up with whenever you're talking about PvP, it's more than one. There's casual PvP, there's hardcore PvP, there is let's go ahead and engage in guild wars. There's going to be then the complete aversion to PvP in general, and probably a couple other things as well.
Yeah, I want to say something on PvP, and that is that for me, I don't mind the fact that there's PvP. But what I care about is that the PvP in video games must have a actual purpose.
Yes.
In other words, if there was something, no. If there was like some sort of territorial control that gave buffs or gave resources and stuff like that, if you conquered and controlled certain land in the game, then that would be something worth fighting for.
There is an objective. It is to get your stuff. Get your
like
stuff. That's
Shadowbands.
the objective.
Now, of course.
Remember when those mines would open up and you had to like defend the crap out of them, or else you'd lose them? That would suck.
Yeah, my opinion.
I think that's
let 'em
that's
kill
where
each
you
other.
ended up with the original concept of the regional economies. That was part of the original plan, and I think that's been pushed to the wayside for all of the calls for fast travel, and we need better ways to get around the world map.
Yeah.
I'm
I-
thinking that call is, again, a little bit more that people are reluctant to travel right now due to combination of several things. A, the death penalty. B, the difficulty of getting through those control points physically.
Scene transition time. Scene transition time
is.
Oh yeah, there you go.
that to me is the big one. When it takes a cigarette break between scene transitions.
That's supposedly going to be a big thing that we're hopefully going to see tomorrow. But yes, if you got to spend all that time and do all that, people are avoiding it, so they're not traveling to certain places that are going to be required.
I'll tell you right now, I see many bald developers in your future.
Oh.
They're all going to be pulling their hair out.
Oh, well. All I can say
Don't
is
worry, half dozen on the crew already have.
If you go back and look at some of the very first Portalarium streams, and then you go back and look at last stream done, and just look at Chris's hair, you'll see the difference over 3 years.
What? The graying? Never.
Yeah, but anyway.
Never. Okay, it is actually time for us to move on and talk about the NBNN app.
Hello.
NBNN app is available on all of your electronic devices, and you can find it on the Amazon App Store, the Apple iTunes Store, or the Google Play Store. Just do a search for NBNN or Shroud of the Avatar or Soda, and you should be able to find the NBNN app. And the NBNN app has all the best links to every resource in-game, including the NBNN Discord channel.
It's a great resource for all you new folks out
Twitch
there.
streams, YouTube channels, all kinds of stuff. Lace's tutorials, other tutorial videos, all kinds of stuff. It's got links to all the best things,
Go see all the past Portalarium stuff if you really want to dig deep. All that stuff's available.
Including the
Shroud
NBNN
Marketplace, Grimy Traders Auction House, the radio stations, all there, folks. It's all in there.
Yeah, including NBNN calendar, which is available on nbnn.info. Just click on the calendar button at the top, and then go to the calendar. Don't forget, it is an aggregate of all of the public calendars that Laz was aware of. And if you do not see a collection.
It's a collection of calendars.
If you have a calendar and it's not there, and you want Laz to add it to the curated collection of calendars that Laz, the museum director himself, is responsible for, you can email news@nbnn.info, and Laz will eventually do something with that calendar if he feels like it. And don't forget, all times on the community calendar are Central Standard Time in the real world, but we prefer to refer to it as Nude Britannia Time.
Nude Britannia Time.
Yes. And 12 and 6 is around the clock on WRFB.
WRFB.
Two idiots interpret the news so you don't have to. A little show called Lunch with us.
With us.
And a bunch of people that hang out with us in Discord. And don't forget, you're invited to hang out with us as well.
That's right.
Let the insanity begin. At 4 p.m. on Avatar's Radio, Max Dial and Dogarian Dakali do the Legion of Myth, where they explore all kinds of geekdom. At 7 p.m., don't forget, EVL's Virtue League PvP tournament.
PvP.
You're not going to do the sound effect? Oh, okay.
Yeah, again,
okay.
I don't have my hands on the soundboard anymore, man.
I don't have my hands on anything.
We got people who take care of that now.
With the
Sometimes.
proper
Thank you.
penis.
Yes. And don't forget, that's going to be also streamed on the NBNN channel with our very own action news reporter, Wayne Klotz.
Action news reporter in the house.
He's here,
He's getting
taking a nap, getting coffee.
Been hanging out with
Stepped
Led
away from
Zepp
the
too
computer.
much.
Yes.
Hey.
EVL Virtual League tournament actually occurs in Virtual Oasis, so go hang out and join the crowd. And if that's not your thing and you'd rather listen to some 70s music, you can tune in to WRFB
WRFB.
for the 70s at 7 at 8 p.m. on Avatars Radio. DJ Squirrel's biting through the wires.
Squirrel.
Yes, and you know what? I'd prefer you tune into WRFB.
WRFB.
So that way you can get your ear holes probed by none other than DJ Dr. Eclipse Maiden.
Is it probing tonight, not massaging tonight?
She's
We're
going to be
the
probing
ear holes
all
tonight?
of your ear holes. Yeah.
Hmm.
She's got to make sure that everything's been cleaned out. Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
And it's a gentle probing. She's got a wonderful bedside manner, especially for unmedicated schizophrenia, part un.
I'm holding myself back so hard right now.
Why?
You don't know Valor like Valor knows Valor.
Okay.
So, there's no need to hold back yourself.
All right,
Let
I gotta
it
warm
out.
up.
It's here.
Let it out.
All right. You asked for it.
Massage. I'm sorry.
Careful what you ask for.
Yeah. And don't forget in-game
Ear
Striker Sparhawks happy hour is occurring at some pub somewhere. And you know what? It really is the best event of the week because you can get virtually drunk on someone else's dime because Striker Sparhawks happy hour is also known as
Spend Sparhawks Gold.
Yep. And the final event of the evening on WRFB
WRFB.
is the Record Room. And that is our community calendar for this
Get
June
yourself
28th.
A little history lesson
day.
in music every night during the week.
Yep. And that's our community calendar for Wednesday, Hump Day, June 28th
Hump
in
Day.
Shroud of the Avatar.
The Avatar.
Got it done.
Swift.
What?
Oh, I don't know what it is. Your last song was just nice, and then this one all of a sudden just blew up behind it.
And he's going to cook food,
Yeah.
he says.
Yeah, I'm gonna off to cook.
If you cook anything like you play, man, stay right there.
Hey, man, you got to check out Spiffco because I tell you what, you need something. It's the guy to see most of the time because especially if you need it in a pinch. A, Spiff's almost always around, and B, he can make just about anything. Yeah.
He says.
He hasn't failed me yet. If he hasn't
Beats
been able
don't fail me down.
Hey, my armor for whenever I actually go hunting is compliments of Spiff.
When you go milling, your milling armor.
his milling armor, that's right.
And
Gotta-
don't forget
gotta dress
the wood in my
get
hands.
dressed up to go milling.
And the wood in my hands is compliments of Coil More Wands.
Putting the magic in your hands.
That's what I heard.
Putting
That's
the
right.
magic in your hands. That's right.
And this is
Let's go ahead and talk about our sponsors. Got our sponsors out there. Got a new sponsor screen I'm trying out. We'll see if this works. If this works, it'll be nice. And let's see, Alistair. Very interesting. Are you logged into Google? See if that fixes your problem.
Functions.
Yeah, you log into the $43 billion lawsuit.
Pittance. Just a
Sometimes
pittance.
that happens. It doesn't happen often, but that's usually what it is. It's trying to read the Google Calendar. These are Google Calendars, so sometimes if you're not logged in, But anyway, back to the good folks out there who sponsor us and keep us going out there and throw a little coin our way or help us out here in game, like Aso Wunda over there at the Novia Lottery. Also happens to be one of our local DJs on the air in WRFB, but he runs the Novia Lottery up there in Minewent every Sunday at noon. Game time. You can go out to Minewent for the draws. He's offering all sorts of great prizes, and if you need any information on that, you can go to the novialottery.com and check out all the information there. Our good friends and folks over at the BMC, Britannia Mining Company, want to remind you to come on down the Market Road and check out all the goods, goods that their vendors have for your crafting needs. All the prices are the same, and all the unrefined materials. Geez, I'm all tongue-tied today. This must be Spiff Hitchin there that's getting
It
me.
must be Wednesday.
It's hump day. And, of course, they're located in the Quell region right next to the Exeter mines for your mining convenience as well. As Jack was talking about the wood in his hands, Coilmore wands, putting that magic wood right in your hands. Of course, if you want a special order, just hit up Arius Coilmore in-game and he'll tell you what he can do. Good folks over at sodamap.com, or at least a good guy over at sodamap.com, Jacob White. Jacob White, of course, Soda Map is now in game, and he's got the best maps for the game. You need to get around, hit up sodamap.com or hit the M key on your keyboard. Relics by Rill, relicsbyrill.com for all your Shrouded Avatar swag. If you want t-shirts, you want hats, you want patches, you want drinkware, go to relicsbyrill.com. And you can get all those goodies. Use the promo code NBNN when you check out, and you'll save 10% when you check out at relicsbyrill.com. And, of course, WRFB, you'll catch us there weekdays around the clock, noon and 6. And last but not least, the Shroud Marketplace, shroudmarketplace.com, for all your virtual vendable needs right here inside Shrouded Avatar. And Jack's going to tell you all about it.
Hey, you know what? Shroud Marketplace is the place to go buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. There are over 55 player vendors that have put up items on Shroud Marketplace. And you know what? Anything and everything Shroud of the Avatar related, from your crafted goods, just like Markham's Majory started putting up their epic cloth armor.
Majory?
Sweet.
Nice.
Life magic,
Majory.
water magic.
Nice. Very nice.
Markham's Majory. It was Auchenshire Markham Farms, but he's decided to go ahead and sell some crafted goods under the name of Markham's Majory. Or if you're looking for some deeds, those are available. I mean, stripped accounts, other accounts. I mean, if you go to the accounts, there's actually a full account with a little bit of everything, and that thing is got everything, including tons of add-on store extras. That's the full Edelman Benefactor account. Tons and tons of extras that's available on Shroud Marketplace. I mean, tax-free, anywhere deed. I mean, that right there is already like, what, a $600 value. And then you add all the other extras, and boom, it's like that thing is more worth its weight in gold. Don't forget Game Gold, also available on Shroud Marketplace, all the way to artifacts as well as services. And if you are interested in becoming a vendor and selling your stuff, you can always register for an account and start posting your items, just like one of the latest vendors, Skella's General Store.
Skella's.
Or Salvatoria, or Rhiannon's Creations.
Gotta love some of the names they get real creative with. Yeah. I can't believe how many lot deeds are actually. I just hit the lot deeds just to show people, and there's a whole bunch of lot deeds available out there in the marketplace. Didn't realize
That's
that.
a lot.
Absolutely.
That's a deed and the lot.
Some are.
Yes, Sometimes, if you know exactly where the deed's currently
I was
being
gonna say,
used, you can get that. You can get a both.
It's a lot. It's
Yeah.
pricey though.
I was going to
Like
say,
anything.
you'll even find some lots being sold every once in a while as well.
Absolutely. I mean, or rentals, anything and everything game related can be
Rentals
put
are
on
coming.
Shroud Marketplace
They're
as
coming.
long as it doesn't violate the terms of service. And don't forget, it is actually that time where we need to thank the most important people around
That's
here.
right.
And that's you guys.
I had to thank you guys.
No, that's you guys. You guys that are cheering on my channel. You guys are the best.
He loves those guys more. I don't know.
I don't know why. Then from there, don't forget, you can always watch us on Twitch, or you can watch us on YouTube, or listen to us on WRFB.
WRFB. Or get the
Or via
NBNN Soda app and listen to the podcast.
That's what I was going to do. The podcast on the NBNN app.
That's right.
And we do this stuff for you guys, and we really do love this shit.
We
so
do.
thank you. And you guys have a great day.
And of course, if you want to have access to all the past podcasts through the year, sign up, become a patron. You'll be able to listen to all the past radio shows at your fingertips. But anyway, we got to wrap it up and get out of here. Till tomorrow, release 43 coming out. We'll be here bringing you the latest right here on NBNN. Till then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN News. Stay tuned for more news, sports, entertainment, crazy wild happenings, the latest hijinks and shenanigans right here in Owl's Head inside Shroud of the Avatar. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you all tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Thank you,
Don't
kid.
forget, 2 days left on Just One Life. Go to airyfund.org. Donate to the Just One Life. I'm streaming now. That's hot.